Recognize gentlelady from Oregon, Ms. Dexter.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for being here today, Chief Schultz. As a pulmonologist, I've spent nearly 2 decades treating patients, many of whom are firefighters suffering from cancer, heart disease, and lung damage due to exposure to smoke. Wildfire smoke isn't just smoke. It contains more than 30 carcinogens, fine particulates, and toxic chemicals. And I've seen firsthand the impact it has on firefighters. So Chief Schultz, do you agree that exposure to wildfire smoke as a firefighter can be permanently debilitating? Yes or no, please?
Mr. Chairman, Ms. Dexter, I'm not a pulmonologist. You are much more informed than I am. Based on what I've read, I would assume that, but I'm a layperson on this issue, so I'm not an expert by any means.
I agree with you. The answer is yes. And do you agree that exposure to wildfire smoke as a firefighter can be lethal? Yes or no?
Again, I'm not an expert on this issue, but from what my understanding is, it could be.
Thank you. So one clear evidence-based solution is respiratory protection and high-quality masks. And I understand that you have said that N95 masks are available to all wildland firefighters. My question today is, do you encourage the use of those masks to mitigate the risk to the firefighters of smoke exposure?
Mr. Chairman, Ms. Dexter, we make them available on a fire. What I think you find is that there's personal preference. Can we do a better job? We probably can do a better job, but it's no different than when folks were wearing masks during the COVID time. Some people find it hard to breathe. If they wear glasses, their glasses get fogged up. Keep in mind, if you're on a wildfire, it could be over 100 degrees, it could be 80, 90% humidity. So having a mask on can impair your ability to do work. We aren't precluding folks from wearing those. We're making them available to them. But there's issues, just physical issues of wearing a mask when you're working like that.
Totally. And I've taken care of folks for 20 years. This goes back to before structural firefighters wore respirators. They didn't think they should use them either, and now they do because they understand it saves their life. So you have said very clearly that they're available. I have not heard that they are recommended. Is that accurate?
Mr. Chairman.
Just again, yes or no, because I do want to get to another question.
I think we're still trying to make that determination.
Okay.
Would we recommend it? But we're making them available to individual firefighters.
And the reason I ask is there's multiple wildland firefighter studies. Happy to submit those into the record. I'd like to, suggesting this is a dose response. And this should be in the highest load areas, not at the camps, but when they are fighting fires. And there are ways to mitigate that. Understood about the discomfort, and that is something that needs to be studied. Chief Schultz, you also received a letter from myself and some of my colleagues this week asking for a briefing on this because obviously my time is much shorter than I would like. And as somebody who wants to protect our firefighters and also, frankly, protect our federal government from liability for continuing to send people into workplaces that are hazardous to their health knowingly, I would like to understand where the Forest Service sits on that. Will you agree or commit to a briefing with us, members of this committee, before the end of September?
Mr. Chairman, Ms. Dexter, what I will commit to is that we will work with the committee. I can't commit to that by the end of September for sure, but we will definitely work with you and the committee on this issue. We take it very seriously. One other point to point out is there is no OSHA-approved respirator for wildland firefighting. So that's something that we want to work, and we have worked with OSHA for years on this issue, but there's more science and more data that we need to collect, but we would welcome working with you and the committee on this issue. We want to improve the health and safety of our wildfires.
I absolutely appreciate that, and I have here a 1992 report from the Yellowstone fires where they suggested investigations after what was a very hazardous smoke exposure. For 25 years, we have been failing to track the long-term health of wildland firefighters. So I appreciate that intent, but we've got to start collecting the data and looking at the mitigation of different types of masks and the actual impact on health. So I appreciate that, but I would just once again ask, can I expect a briefing from you, with you, not just working together, but an actual sit-down ability to have a discussion about this? Because truly, it is firefighter health for both of us that I think we want to work towards. And as somebody who's done this, I'm the first and only pulmonary and critical care doctor ever to serve in Congress. I would like to use my knowledge to help protect our firefighters.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Ms. Dexter, if this committee requests that I do that, I will more than welcome to do that. Yes, ma'am.
I'm requesting, and I'm asking, will you commit to that?
Yeah, if you would like me to sit down with you personally, we could do that. Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Does the gentle lady wish to have that information entered into the
Yes,
record?
please, Mr. Chair. So we have a wildland firefighter smoke exposure and risk of lung cancer and cardiovascular mortality study I'd like to submit, as well as the 1992 study from the Yellowstone fire.
I'd ask for unanimous consent
I
to.
do ask for unanimous
So
consent.
ordered.
Thank you.
I
very
now
much.
recognize Ms.